Hey guys, it's your old pal Sceneable here. Anyways, who's ready for another video where I drone on and on about things you really don't care about, with a few desperate attempts to be funny sprinkled in?
No one?
Shut up, Benga. Anyways, so we've all heard of at least one dictator: Joseph Stalin, Mao Zedong, Adolf Hitler, all depraved men who misused their power and killed millions of people either intentionally or accidentally as a result. I say it's high time that we talk about some dictators that not everyone has heard about in history class. So, who's ready?
I am. I'm totally so excited for this.
The first dictator we'll be talking about is Enver Pasha.
No wonder he became a dictator. His name is Enver Pasha.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of cruel parent would name their kid Enver or Pasha. Why not just change your name? Because, just everyone can do that. So, in the 1400s, Armenia was taken over by the Ottoman Empire. Now, the Armenians were mostly Christians, and the rest of the Ottoman Empire was mostly Muslim. So, and it's important to note that most Muslims today would condemn these actions. The Armenians were persecuted because most of them were Christians. For example, they would be taxed more than Ottoman Muslims.
That's really dumb.
In 1908, a Turkish nationalist group called the Young Turks took over the Ottoman government and established a more modern constitutional government. Now, originally, this inspired the Armenian population of the Ottoman Empire with hope, because they thought they would be treated better since the Young Turks were more moderate when it came to government. However, this hope was soon shattered, as in 1915, Enver Pasha, a member of the Young Turks, began orchestrating anti-Armenian killings in order to Turkify the empire, meaning get rid of all non-Turks from the Ottoman Empire by killing them. And for the next 3 years, the Young Turks, led by Enver Pasha, would kill anywhere from 800,000 to 1.5 million Armenians, and they were only stopped, and the genocide only ended in 1918. Wait. The group was called the Young Turks. Like the Progressive News Channel. Sankt-Uger endorses genocide. Anyways, Mom, are my SpaghettiOs done yet? But I understand Yahya Khan. He was balding. I mean, if I was balding, I'd go on an anti-Bangladeshi rampage that would kill thousands, if not millions, of people across India and Pakistan. So, our next dictator is Yahya Khan. In 1947, India gained independence from the British Empire and was divided between the Hindu India and the Muslim Pakistan. Though part of Pakistan was landlocked in India, and it was called Eastern Pakistan. Western Pakistanis looked down upon Eastern Pakistanis and saw them as both racially inferior and religiously impure. So, in 1969, Yahya Khan became president of Pakistan, and during his presidency, the Pakistani military began slaughtering Eastern Pakistanis, and they were only stopped in March of 1971 when eastern Pakistan, with the help of India, became their own nation, Bangladesh, which is still independent today. So the entire point of Bangladesh is that they were escaping a genocide. And in December of 1971, Yahya Khan resigned from presidency.
And we can add Bangladesh to the list of entire nations we've repulsed away.
It's okay, Banga. I was never planning on going to Bangladesh anyways. So, the next dictator, I'm kind of surprised isn't that well known. His name is Tojo Hideki, and he was the Prime Minister of Japan. So in 1941, because of Japan's need for natural resources, America's shared need for those natural resources, and Japan's wish to gain power in the Pacific Ocean, they bombed Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, under the command of Tojo Hideki, which led to the fight between Japan and America, which itself led to the bombing of Nagasaki and Hiroshima. So, our next dictator is also from Japan. He was Hirohito, the Japanese emperor from 1925 to 1989. While many dictators intentionally killed people, Hirohito was not that. See, for thousands of years, Japan believed their emperors to be descendant of the literal gods, as they believed. And Hirohito didn't want to shatter that misconception. So when he took power in 1925, he was unable to impress the Japanese people, and he wasn't able to manage his job correctly, since he wanted to make people believe he was a god. So, because of his wish to keep the tradition, he mishandled his work and killed millions of people as a result. So on January 1st, 1945, he went onto the radio and announced to Japan that he was not a god, but only a human, and that he's going to make mistakes, and that he is not perfect. So, our final dictator was Chiang Kai-shek, and if I'm mispronouncing that wrong, all you Chinese people can howl at me like a bunch of wolves about how it's actually pronounced. So Chiang Kai-shek was a Chinese military leader who hated Taiwan and its struggle for independence. So, on February 28th, 1947, he led a military raid of Taiwan, which killed anywhere from 5,000 people to 28,000 people, and it's now called the 2/28 Massacre, because February is the second month of the year, and it was on February the 28th, 2/28. You now learned of 5 dictators you probably didn't know about beforehand. So I hope you enjoy having this knowledge, and I hope you have a nice weekend as well.